Hello, and welcome back to the Skin Savvy podcast. I'm Dr. Claire, and today we are diving deep into one of the most underestimated products in the OptoDerm range, Revive Cream. Spring is such an interesting season for skin. We are coming out of the cold, dry months, and many people notice that their skin looks a little duller, less bouncy, or suddenly more lined than it did at the beginning of winter. Then the days become warmer, we spend more time outdoors, and ultraviolet exposure starts climbing again. So, spring skincare should not just be about swapping to a lighter texture. It is an opportunity to restore skin function after winter, support the barrier, and address the early structural changes that quietly accumulate through our 30s, 40s, and 50s. This is exactly where Revive is so often overlooked. People sometimes assume that a comprehensive anti-aging cream is only for mature skin, but Revive is designed for the period when the first signs of collagen change become visible, from your early 30s through to the 50s. These are the years when fine lines begin to stay after an expression has faded, your skin recovers more slowly from stress, the lower face can look less defined, and your complexion may become more uneven after sun exposure or inflammation. So, let me think about the key idea here. Revive does not rely on one fashionable anti-aging ingredient. It's designed around the fact that skin firmness depends on a connected structural system. That system includes the extracellular matrix, the dermal collagen network, and the dermal epidermal junction, where the epidermis connects to the dermis beneath it. Most people have heard of collagen type 1, but healthy skin needs far more than that. Revive is designed to support collagen type 3, which contributes to flexibility and resilience, as well as collagen types 4, 7, and 17, which are especially important around the dermal epidermal junction. You can think of this junction as the skin's anchoring interface. When it's well supported, the epidermis and dermis communicate and adhere more effectively, helping the skin look firmer and more resilient. Let's start with the barrier and tone-supporting foundation. Revive contains 5% niacinamide, a clinically meaningful concentration. Niacinamide supports ceramide synthesis, reduces inflammatory stress, helps improve the appearance of uneven tone, and supports collagen production. In spring, that matters because a calmer, stronger barrier is better equipped to handle the shift in weather and the increase in daily ultraviolet exposure. It's paired with 2% N-acetylglucosamine, often called NAG. NAG supports natural desquamation, which is the orderly shedding of surface cells. It also supports hyaluronic acid production and barrier function. Together, niacinamide and NAG create a particularly intelligent pairing for skin that looks dull after winter, feels a little rough, or is prone to uneven tone. Rather than aggressively stripping the skin, the aim is to improve renewal while protecting the barrier. The formula also includes 1% inositol. Inositol is a naturally occurring skin-compatible molecule that supports cellular water balance. It helps bring a more hydrated, comfortable feel to the formulation, which is particularly helpful during that transitional spring period when cooler, dry mornings can still coexist with warm afternoons. Now, this is where the Revive formulation becomes really interesting. It includes a deliberately broad peptide system. Importantly, OptoDerm uses these peptides at higher active levels to align with the concentrations used in the clinical result data rather than using only a token amount for an ingredient list. The first two are palmitoyl tripeptide 1 and palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7. These are matrikine peptides, meaning they act as small messenger fragments that help signal the skin's repair processes. They support the extracellular matrix and collagen environment, while palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7 also helps address inflammatory signals that can contribute to visible skin aging. Next is palmitoyl tripeptide 38. This peptide is particularly valuable because it supports several building blocks of the skin matrix, including collagen, fibronectin, and hyaluronic acid. In practical terms, it's aimed at the structures that give the skin its smoothness, density, and support. Revive also contains palmitoyl hexapeptide 12, an elastin-associated peptide that supports fibroblast activity and skin elasticity. And then there's tetrapeptide 21, which supports the extracellular matrix itself. This matters because collagen is not simply a collection of fibers, it needs a healthy surrounding matrix to remain organized, cushioned, and functional. Alongside the peptides, DMAE contributes to the immediate firming character of the cream, helping the skin appear more toned and lifted. Calcium 2-ketogluconate supports hyaluronic acid and elastin production, adding another layer of hydration and elasticity support. The result is a cream that is not only focused on lines, but on the broader quality of the skin: firmness, bounce, texture, barrier strength, and radiance. And because this is an OptoDerm cream, it uses environmental responsive hydration technology. This helps the cream adapt to changes in ambient humidity, which is especially useful in spring, when the skin can experience several different environments in one day, from a dry morning to air-conditioned offices, warmer sunshine, and cooler evenings. So, how do you use Revive in a spring routine? Apply it morning and evening after your serums. In the morning, pair it with an antioxidant serum if appropriate for your skin, and always finish with broad-spectrum sunscreen. The return of brighter days is exactly why daily sun protection remains essential. In the evening, Revive can support the skin's recovery phase and layer beautifully over a targeted serum. Revive is not about waiting for aging to become advanced before taking action. It's about supporting the skin early, consistently, and intelligently. For anyone in their 30s, 40s, or 50s who wants more than basic moisture but does not yet need the more intensive focus of a mature skin cream, it's one of the most strategic and underrated choices in the range. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next episode. And remember, your skin is your story. Make it a beautiful one.